Hey guys, what's going on? So you guys are going to be watching a review for the Swagtron EB7 bike. Um, just a little bit of a backstory. I live in the Miami metro area, and I pretty much was going to be buying a electric scooter because that's what I've been pretty much used to using. With Uber and Lyft, they have those scooters that you can rent out, and I actually came across somebody using this doing Postmates, like I want to say 2 weeks ago, and I fell in love with it. I couldn't believe how awesome it looked, and I honestly just saw it passing. I managed to catch the name EB7 on the side of it when the guy was driving by, so I literally just put it in my notes in my phone, and when I got home I kind of looked it up, found out that it was through Swagtron. I saw the price. The price is $5.99. It comes in two colors. I thought it just came in the black and red, but QVC, where I bought my bike, is actually where I got this color from, and I like it. It's a little bit more, flary, the Miami lifestyle. So I liked it a lot more. It's also really, really, really good quality. And like I said, from QVC where I got it, they give you the option to either pay the full price, like I said before, $5.99, or you can even pay financing. So you have like 4 installments that you'll pay, and stuff, and like everything, the shipping, the tax, everything is split up amongst 4 payments. So that was really convenient for me, and that was kind of like a deal breaker. Anything that I can pay over time is definitely like a no-brainer for me, and it wasn't even credit based. I didn't even need credit to do it, so I was really, really excited that I was able to just kind of put down my first payment of the 166 I think I paid, and they shipped it to me. It was ready for shipping, so it took about a week. I bought it not last Friday but the Friday before, and then I received it on a Saturday because of the idiot UPS guy, but that's a whole nother story. So as far as the bike is concerned, this is the box that it came in. It came packaged. I'm gonna show you guys at the end. I have a little method of how I'm gonna be going down, showing you guys the specs, and you guys will see how it comes later in the video. But this is pretty much how it looks when it's ready for you to ride. After you set it up, it comes with two disc brakes, one on the front wheel, one on the back. It's really good. I will say my brakes squeak a little bit. I'm not sure if it's because it's new, or maybe I'll take it to a bike shop and have them service it a little bit, but they do squeak a little bit. I was very surprised with the overall quality. The quality is amazing. I mean, the actual material of the bike is really, really sturdy. The wheels are real good quality. I'm a guy that's above 250 pounds. So the bike, I think it has like 264 pounds of a weight limit, and I still fly on this bike. It doesn't, because it's working that much harder for me to for it to like push me. I'm really surprised that the push is still really good. It's really fast. 18.6 miles per hour, and then you have a 3 to 4 hour charging window that you'll need in order for you to get it back up to that 5 square battery that I'll show you a little bit in a little bit. So yeah, like I said, this is how it looks. It's a single speed as far as pedaling itself, and I don't want anybody to misconstrue. Pedaling on this bike is an option, but it is not gonna make sense if you're gonna use it as a regular bike like that. It's a single speed, so you're gonna like pretty much pedal the most at the beginning, and then you'll have to wait for the bike to either stop or slow down in order for you to continue pedaling. So and pedaling assist only exists when you are going up a hill, and I have not experienced that because anybody who lives in Miami knows Miami is flat. So I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that. I haven't been able to take advantage of that yet. I haven't really gone on any inclines at all. I do plan on taking it up a bridge that we do have that has a pretty steep incline, so I'm going to try and see what the pedaling is like on that, and then I'll do another video based on my experience with that. But yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna just turn it on. So this is pretty much the display here that you're gonna work with. So you'll pretty much, there's the on and off button, you have the plus and then the minus. Okay, the backlight is a little bright on this, so bear with me. So you'll turn it on. When you turn it on, that's going to be the main menu. You have obviously the miles here. That's how fast you're going. The total the odometer, basically the total miles this bike has lived. And then you have the speed mode, which is mode 1, 2, and 3 right there. And then this is the battery length. So you see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top having an F for full, E having an it's E for empty. If you hit on the power, right, and you tap it, it'll change your layout. So this actually shows you in the trip how many miles you've gone. You hit it one more time, the volts that I guess your bike has. I'm not super tech savvy with that. And then you also have the time in which the bike has been in use. So you'll have that, and then once you press it for the 4th time, it'll go back to the miles. If you hold on to the plus will actually turn on the headlight. That's pretty bright. It's a white light. It's actually really, really bright. It's not super duper bright in the nighttime. I mean, it really kind of depends. It's better than, the dark, I guess. And then you just hold the plus and it turns off. As far as that's concerned, like I said, you have the 2 brakes here. This does adjust. So, if you want to see it a little bit more farther or closer, you'll have that option to lock it up to where you're comfortable. You'll press this down and it locks. The throttle is right here. So it's this little part right here, and the handlebars are pretty comfortable. I can't complain with the handlebars. They're not too bad. And what I love about this is that it does have a horn. So you'll have a horn to alert the passengers if on the sidewalk. I use this on the sidewalk. I don't use this in the street because Miami, it's dangerous to be in a car on the street. So let alone, I don't want to be caught on a bike. And then the bike, I learned, actually does have cruise control, which is really, really cool. You hold the bike speed that you want in position for about, I don't know how long it is. I hold it for 10 seconds. And then after the 10 seconds, I let it go. And it actually just goes by itself. So it's really cool because you get a better handle on the brakes itself. Some other things about this. This is the pad. The pad is pretty soft. It's a little hard for me, but like I said, I am heavier. So it's a little bit more uncomfortable maybe for me because I'm heavier. And then it comes with a little measuring thing here from level 10 down all the way to a 1. I stand at 5'10", 5'9", so I put it all the way to like maybe in the middle of 1 and 2. And that's like just enough height for me, as far as my legs, because you're not really pedaling. Your legs are just kind of sitting there on the bike, because it has a motor. The motor lives back here. So that's where your power will come from. And like I said, it is a single speed. So there is no pedal assist as well. One thing I definitely want to say is the battery length. So for me, and this is, anybody who's local will know what I'm talking about. If not, I'm going to also give you the mileage as well. So for my house to my job on the beach, I'm exactly 6.4 miles away. Okay, from my house to my job, the minute I lock my door and head out, it literally takes me 37 minutes to get to work. Literally 37 minutes for me to get to work is how long it takes for me to get to work. I couldn't believe it. I thought it would take me a little bit longer, but literally that's me going through local streets for me to get to work. So it's really good. I think it gets me to work sometimes quicker than me taking my damn car. But it's amazing as far as the ride is smooth. There's even been a couple times already where I've gone over speed bumps by mistake, and like it's really good absorbing the shock of that. It doesn't hurt or nothing like that. So as far as the length of time of the battery. I do think that this varies for everyone. Like I said, I'm over 250, so the bike is working a little bit harder for me to, you know, to push me. So when I leave my house, the one thing I will say that I will look at as a little bit of a con is that the bike, when I get to my job, the bike has about, from the 5 sticks of battery, and I'm gonna show you guys, because from the 5, you know, squares of battery that I have here, let me focus on it. There we go. So from the 5 sticks of battery that I have here, I want to say about where it says E, I have that one, and then the one above it is blinking. That's how much battery I have when I get to my job, and that's with a 30-minute ride. I'm not really too sure if that's good or bad. As far as that goes, I mean, you know, I know that there's not like really a time frame in which how it's supposed to be used, but it is a 15.5 mile radius. And I feel like my commute is a little longer than an average person traveling 1, 2, maybe 3, 4 miles to get to their spots or whatever the case. I live, like I said, a little farther from the city. But it's still not bad. I can't say that I can complain. I mean, I was scared that I would get the bike and it wouldn't, I was afraid that if I would get the bike and it wouldn't go that far. So I'm actually pretty pleased. But I'm not sure if that's something that's normal, like I said, because of my weight or whatever. So you have that. I'm going to show you guys the pedals. So the pedals are actually really good quality. To push them in when you're not using them, you're going to push it in and flip down. To use them, you'll just flip it up. Okay. To do that, now this is like kind of one of my favorite parts of the bike, right here. So you have the latch. Now this latch is what allows you to fold the bike in half. So pretty much what you would do is you would lift this little black lever here thing, and then you would pull the silver one. So sorry, I'm doing this with one hand, so bear with me. All right, so you do that. Now, once you do that, you're gonna flip this open, and once you flip this open, it'll flip in half. Okay, so that's pretty much where the battery lives. So the battery lives in here. I'm gonna show you in a second, but there was one thing I forgot to show you guys, and it's how this flips down. So what you'll do is you're pretty much gonna just pull this down or pull it out, and when you pull it out, you literally just flip it. That's literally all you're gonna do. Super chill, super fast, super easy. And then once you do that, making sure that this is inside, that's when you'll do the flipping of this. Okay? And then that's how it will look, like that. Now, this bike is not a light bike. This bike weighs about 40, I want to say 40 pounds. So to get this shit like anywhere, it's a struggle. It is not easy. I've tried doing it with one hand, and it really is annoying. The first 2 days that I had the bike, it rained, so my hands were wet, and because of the material of the bike, you carry it from here, your hand gets caught in there, and it hurts so bad. Oh my god, so many times I pinch my finger in there. So I'm gonna make sure that I get some sort of rubber or something to wrap around this so that I have a better grip and my hand's not slipping up, because if your hand is wet, there's no grip support here whatsoever. So that's something that you are gonna want to keep in mind. This is how the bike comes specifically. I'm just taking out the seat here so you can see. This is exactly how the bike comes in the box, except, you know, it's all with all this padding. So literally assembly is super easy. You literally are just taking the freaking tape and plastic wrap and cardboard off of everything. Once you take it off, you're good to go. It's super chill. And then, you know, you just put the wheel in here, and you put the wheel in there and you lock it up, you're good to go. So now the battery. This is the charger for the battery. You have two ways of charging this bike. One of them, which is usually the way that I use most, is taking the battery out. So what you'll do is you'll take the bike out, and there's a little key here on this side. So you see, this is where you charge the bike itself. So I'm not sure what it does, but like this has to be connected to that. So the bike has to be closed when you plug in the charger. And I'm going to show you where the port is. You have to have this connected for the battery to feel the charge, because if not, it's not going to charge. So then you put the key in here. It comes with a set of 2 keys, and you'll turn to the left to unlock, and you're able to take out the battery. So you'll take out the battery like that, and then you'll have my bag. Oh. You'll take out the battery. This is what the battery looks like. The battery is heavy as hell. So like, from what I understand, I'm buying the bike a little later in the game, so they do sell the batteries separately now. On Swagtron, I've seen it for as cheap as $119. So you know, they do sell the battery cheaper, but you know, as you can see, it's not a small battery. And like I said, it is kind of heavy. So you know, if you want to, I plan on getting another battery this Friday, just for me to have more juice for me to charge it up. And then let me put this shit in. The freaking keeps coming. So pretty much it comes with this. You'll know that it's connected because it'll pretty much be green. That's letting you know that it's giving you a go. And then when you plug it in, if it doesn't have any battery, it'll be red and it'll charge up. And when it turns green, that's how you know that the battery is filled up. If the battery's filled up, it'll stay green. And like I said, you just put it right back in the slot. You turn the key to make sure it's locked in. And that's really convenient, because if you people, like, this bike is heavy for me. So I definitely got a lock to wrap the hell out of this bike on the bike rack, because I know people are going to be, you know, looking at it. I'm a little nervous for that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's either that or I carry it around with me. And if you're in school or you have your book bag, you know what I'm saying, along with your gym bag, and then this shit, it's like you're going to be lugging your whole life, and it's like, it's annoying. As far as things that I don't like about the bike, just in conclusion, I'll say that the bike itself, that little stand there's a little stand that prevents your bike from like being exposed to scratching of the enclosure or anything like that. So I'm gonna put it like this. It doesn't always stay. What I don't like about it, this is literally how it'll stand. But over time, that little like plastic thing will bend, and then your bike falls over, and I get really upset because I don't know why they would use plastic or frail plastic to, you know, get that to like help the bike stand up. It should be metal. And it shouldn't be something that is detachable. That plastic does come off. So I don't see why that's not something that's screwed on, and that you can just flip it up. You know what I'm saying? Just so it's convenient and it can't come off. So I plan on getting a little, like, finding some sort of a metal piece that is equivalent of the size, and trying to see if I can screw it or somewhere to get it on there, just so that the bike has more support when it's laying like that, so that, you know, it's not laying or it falls over. Because sometimes when that falls, it sits on this, and this will start to get scratched, and I don't want, obviously, that to get damaged. This is the little port here where you would charge the bike if it's up and you don't want to take the bike apart. You'll just charge your charger into that, and it'll pretty much charge. So that's my review, guys. I don't know if there's anything I'm missing or anything I'm not covering. I love this bike. It like is amazing. I'm gonna do maybe like a 200-mile review. Another thing that I don't think seems to affect how the bike works, but it definitely is a thing, or at least I've seen another video on it on YouTube, was an E30 error code that comes up. the E30 error code seems to come up as the bike is losing battery. So when it's far past a half of a battery power, it like says E30 where the miles come up. And I'm not really sure why it does that. According to the video I saw, it was something according to the display not getting updated or something like that, from the bike because of the power source being lower. So I'm not sure. I have to see what that's about, and in a later video, if anybody's getting the same problem, I'll address it. But yeah, man, this bike is great. Like I said, head over to QVC, see if you would be interested, you know what I'm saying, in the bike. They do returns as well, so you know, if you don't like it, send your bike back, get your money back. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment section. This is my first video, so yeah, I'm not sure how the protocol goes, but I just got tired of not seeing good enough reviews for the EB7, and you know, I wanted people to kind of cover weight and times and power and things like that. And you know, while I saw great videos of people, I don't know how long they were out there, things like that. So I hope that this video addresses any of those concerns, and if they don't, please leave a comment and I'll try to address it as quickly as I can. Thanks, guys.